the team's season finale on Sunday, Girardi seemed undecided about his future. Well, now the skipper has something to think about already and could be back here in New York again. That's because the Yankees have plans to offer him a new deal when Brian Cashman has lunch with Girardi's agent tomorrow. The Yanks GM says he'd like to bring the 48-year-old skipper back, but did not mention whether or not he will give Girardi the option to speak to the Cubs for their vacant managerial job first. Our Yankees insider Sweeny Murti now has more on this.
There's always effort, and for that, I never saw that being an issue, but we weren't good enough, period. So, we're where we belong, which is on the outside looking in.
The last time the Yankees missed the playoffs, Brian Cashman blew out the budget, spent $250 million for CC Sabathia, A.J. Burnett, and Mark Teixeira on the free agent market, and quickly rebuilt the Yankees into a championship team. A little harder this time, with ownership committed to lowering the payroll under the $189 million luxury tax threshold. Or are they?
It's certainly a goal. It's not a mandate. It's a goal that we have, if it's possible, that there's a lot of benefits to staying under that, but it's not a mandate if it's at the expense of a championship run.
Cashman has already met with Joe Girardi and will meet Wednesday with his agent in hopes of retaining his manager the last 6 years.
I feel we hired a good one. He's been a world champion player for us. He's been a coach, a broadcaster, and obviously a world champion manager. So we've benefited from having him, and we'd like to do that going forward. But we'll have to stay tuned and see how it plays out.
The futures of Alex Rodriguez and Derek Jeter present interesting challenges this winter.
I think it's just an open-ended question. We have, obviously, Derek coming back from his injury, so what's that going to look like? We have, Alex's current situation playing out, whatever that's going to be. So, I just pointed out there's an uncertainty there. There's an uncertainty at second base. So 3 of our 4 spots in infield, that you have questions that need to be answered. Some, more predictable than others, maybe. But it's one of those stay tuned. You got to wait and see how things play out.
The sales pitch to Robinson Cano's ego and pride already underway. Cashman dropping that he has a chance to be the first Dominican-born player in Monument Park. Mark Teixeira is expected back healthy. CC Sabathia expected to pitch towards the front of the rotation. Cashman admitted that his velocity is not coming back, but ability to pitch is still there. And just who will be the new Yankees in 2014? The answer to that question will begin to be formed at the annual pro scouting meetings that Cashman will lead next week. Yeah, it does feel a little bit like summer here still in New York, but the Yankees are most certainly in winter mode already. With the Yankees, I'm Sweeny Murti, SNY.